Hey folks, welcome back to Michelle Reads a Lot of Fantasy, which is more than just a statement. It is what I actually do. Alright, so it's time for another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Dungeon Crawling Carl. I should have brought the book with me. Alright, so Dungeon Crawling Carl by Matt Ditman. This is a lit RPG type of book. I have read the Kindle edition of the book, and I am now listening to it on Audible. So basically, this is a world in which Earth has been chosen to be mined for resources, and I mean all resources, including the ozone layer. And so people are given the choice of either staying on the Earth or going down into a series of dungeons. And of course, they happen to attack when it's cold out. I'm pretty sure it would be just as bad if it was hot out. But Carl and Princess Donut, which is a Persian cat, they go down in the dungeon, and yeah, they encounter a rat called Mordecai, and they're taught the rules of the game, and basically they're just hoping to survive the whole thing. I am currently on the audiobook. I'm currently on chapter 15. I've got about under 7 hours left of it. I'm actually thinking about listening to it before I head off to bed. But I had never read lit RPG, which is known as literary RPG. I am a big fan of Skyrim and of all the other RPG games out there. I'm a big fan of it, so that really drew me to actually getting the book. I do have the second book. I don't have the second book on Audible, but but next month I'm going to do that. Next month I'm going to get the audiobook version of that book. I'm also planning on to get the physical copy of the book. This is like the only book that I've gotten that I really happen to want all three versions. So yeah, I am very, very excited about getting it and reading it and everything. But getting to the here and now, Carl discovers a lot of things, including how bad somebody will go. So, I don't know if it's chapter 11 or chapter 12. I know. It's after the Hoarder. They go and they notice on the map that there is a corpse. And so they go to loot it, and they find that the corpse is entirely stripped down, naked. I mean, she has like no clothes on, but she's got these really intricate like tattoos and stuff, which is I'm visually looking at it without the bullet hole in her chest, and I'm thinking, oh, that must have been so pretty. But what was she doing out at like early in the morning? No one knows. And Carl doesn't have any kind of like statement about, why she would be out at this early. But she was actually killed by another dungeon crawler, which pisses him off. The Hoarder is actually a person from our world that they decide to deal her quite a cruel fate, and I felt so bad for her. And her death was a release from her pain, and you know, not something that Carl's happy about. But unfortunately, it happens. Unfortunately, it happens. Princess Donut develops the ability to talk. And boy, does she have a sassy attitude. I absolutely love this character. This character is so funny. And literally, she is so mad that she's not up there being like worshipped. And some of the people that are featured in this recap thing, they look like they come out of a fantasy book. And that is so this is why I consider it to be fantasy or like magical realism. And I consider it fantasy because there's like ogres and orcs and things and creatures like that, which are always in the realm of fantasy. And RPG, by its definition, is in the genre of fantasy, which is why I consider it to be fantasy. But I might be getting close to halfway done with this audiobook. Since tomorrow that I've got to be at work, I'm actually going to just go ahead and listen to probably about 2 chapters of the book, audiobook, and then what will happen is I will probably end up finishing the book later on today. I really do want to get it finished later on today. I may decide just to stay up until I finish with the book, and then I will come back and I will do another video where I will do a audiobook review of this book. Now, I do want to see if my library has the second book on audiobook. I really hope they do, because I would love to immediately start listening to that book, because I'll tell you something, this book is just so much fun. Anyways, yeah, so you have safety rooms, you got bosses, you got loot boxes, you got items, you got all sorts of different types of things. And here's the thing that really kind of makes you wonder about it. So these games are hosted by various different companies. And the guy that can make you any food that you want, he talked about that he saw that that this whole planet had fought. They were forced to like battle each other, and it was down to like the last like 2 or something like that. And the guy won. And he thought that it meant that his planet would be spared from mining. Oh, no, it wasn't. His entire planet was mined, including his ozone layer. And the company left this poor winner to die of outer space exposure and all that. And very sad way to go. You fight you manage to defeat all these enemies, and you can't defeat the final one, which is greed. And that was sad. So hopefully the author doesn't do that to us. Anyways, so I'm at chapter 15 of the book, and there's like, I think there's like 30, I don't even know how many chapters there are. Oh, Doug, girl, you got the book in front of you, you can look. The apocalypse will be televised. Okay. Um, let's see here. There's 47 chapters in the book. Alright, so, yeah, there's 47 chapters in the book, and then we have a epilogue. Or prologue. One might be epilogue. Alright, anyways, so I'm gonna get started on it, and I will see you guys when I'm done with it.